Hey guys, Miles Somerville here with XDA TV, and we're here at the Honor 8 launch event in San Francisco. And here we have 3 developers from the XDA community. We're just going to be interviewing them and getting their initial impressions on the Honor 8. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here we have Tech HD, Mboto, and Guitar Hero. So could you tell us about what you experienced here at the launch event today?
Well, after using the phone for a few minutes, I honestly think that the phone is really great. Seems solid, amazing. The screen is really bright. When I go to settings, it looks very similar to the new Samsung UX. It's really amazing.
As for me, I was pretty impressed by the phone. I mean, prior to having a Note 7, which is like a 5.7, I had quite a few 5 inches phones, so 5.2 is not a big stretch for me. But after using, like I said, the Note 7, the Nexus 6, the size down to the 5.2 is it's a bit of a big stretch for me. And like you said, the setting, as I was telling him when we're looking at the phone, the setting is very simple, which for me personally I like because I'm not a very complex kind of a person, and the setting did remind me of the new Samsung stuff. I'm a big Samsung fan. For me to compare it to a Samsung device is a big deal for me. That just kind of goes to show that they did really good at it. And also holding the phone it felt very premium. Usually when I get my phone, I have to have a case on it. But this one, it didn't feel as fragile as I thought it would be. If I drop it, I don't feel as scared for some reason. It just feels comfortable enough to just kind of pull like some deep brain something on there and just kind of go on about my day. And also I was kind of playing with it and just trying out a different multitasking system, and I'm quite impressed. Nothing crashed, which was my fear. I'm used to a Nexus, the LG UI, and a Samsung. I'm not used to things crashing on me. So when I came here, I was like, a Chinese device. I don't know, but I was impressed. Nothing crashed. The camera is great. I love the little features. I'm quite excited to take it home and play with it more. Hopefully use it as a GPS tonight on my way home and see how it holds up compared to my Note 7.
Well, yeah, to start off with what she said, the feel is really, really impressive. The glass on glass on glass, 13, 15 layers of glass, does not feel like a fragile glass device that you would think. The size is actually quite slim. It's definitely easier to hold. I've had nothing but Nexus phones that, drop on a daily basis. So this phone is kind of a breath of fresh air, different UI, different technology, different mission objective. For the money, it's really a no-brainer. And this is coming from a Nexus fanboy since the Galaxy Nexus. Really excited to have a different system to play with. Very impressed with the entire event overall.
So if the kernel source for the phone was available right now, what would be the first thing that we would do?
Install some audio drivers, Dolby Atmos, maybe Beats Audio. One thing that I noticed when I was looking at the phone is that, for example, users is already available in the menu. And for example, that's something that you have to actually root the device, root a Samsung device, in order to get that function. And I saw a few other options that were already available by default.
If the sources were currently available, I would look forward to, first of all, unlocking it. That's the first thing I will do. If it is tonight, I'll go home and unlock it, the first thing I do. But wait the warranty as soon as possible. That's what we do at XDA, right? That's what we do.
We're going to make it scream, and it's because Honor makes it so easy for that.
Yeah,
to be developer friendly really hasn't been a popular aspect of any manufacturer, and that's for obvious reasons. And that's where Honor 8 really stood out tonight for me. They really listen and look for ways that others can better their products. That's really what progress is. And Android has always excelled from the outside base.
So another question, if you were to get this device right now, would you use it as your daily driver?
First, I need to root the device, make some awesome ROM, and then I think it will be my daily driver.
For me, I think it'll be a bit of a challenge because currently I watch a lot of shows on my phone. That's the joy of having multiple phones. You use one thing for another and you use the other one for what you like. But for this phone, I specifically see myself using it at work. 8 hours of my day is at work. But I do honestly can see myself using it as a daily driver, even without root. Like I said, the software is nice, nothing crashes on me, no bug that I've found so far. And the camera is great, and that's a big selling point for me. So,
to expound on the camera, yeah, I've had the Nexus 6 for almost 2 years, which has a perpetual blurry front camera. I mean, it just doesn't take pictures, period. So that's definitely a plus, but discounting that, it would absolutely be a daily driver for me at this point. The snappiness, the build quality, the vision, there's no doubt. It absolutely would replace my Nexus 6 today.
We're going to close out, go back over to the booth and play with the devices a little more. Just a final recap. What would you say about the launch and the phone in general? What would you give this rating, like a rating out of 5?
Well, the device seems really solid. The user interface seems to be really, really nice. I would give it like a 4. 4 just because of the screen. Because personally, I prefer a larger screen, like 5.7.
well, for me, given the price, I mean, honestly, the price is it's amazing for what the specs offer, especially the 64. I mean, I believe it goes for $449, 64 internal, 4 gigabyte, the great camera.
Yeah.
The camera could be better, but for the price, I will give the camera alone 5 out of 5 for that price. The screen is great, it feels good in the hand. He dropped it, it didn't break. Personally, I would give it 4 out of 5 just because no company deserves a 5, to be honest. If we give them a 5, they get lazy. For me, 4.5 is a lot. That means they have room to improve. They can go figure it out for themselves. I don't need to tell them, but 4.5 out of 5 is, I think that's a fair grading for them.
And she's right. Even though I would want to rate this as a 5 out of 5, 4.49.
So we're going to close out the video. I want to thank my 3 developers for coming out today, checking out the phone, and being a part of the launch. So yeah, we're going to have a ton more coverage of this phone on the channel, so make sure to subscribe for that, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.